Okay, drivers behind the line. Let's kick this thing off in 3, 2, 1, go.
Pre-programmed and autonomous, the first 15 seconds is completely moving of the robot's own volition. Team 5188 making quick use of one of those coral pieces, already placing it on the top part of their coral station. Sticking in for another one there, the top part of their reef, 7 points for each of those. Blue Line's just shy of placing it, but all of those crossing that taped line, getting those points for movement alone. As we move to the remainder, 2 minutes and 15 seconds, teams will make use of those game pieces dispersed all over the field. There's lots of coral and algae that begins in the field. Each of the resort robots started preloaded with one of them. But if they need additional coral game pieces, they come in through the coral human player station, where there's plenty of them available, but the teams have to make sure to bring those in an appropriate manner. Team 9491, that's Crypto Creek, making quick use of their deposit mechanism to place a game piece on the L3 level, worth 4 points for their alliance. Team 5188, Classified Robotics, continuing to show off why Swerve is an important part of consideration for this year's game, allowing for quick movement even under defense from Team 3559. Team 10493, one of our rookie teams from the area, that's the Harrison Whirlpool Warriors. Their simple design, don't let it fool you, still an efficient machine at placing game pieces onto the L1 trough area. Each of those work 2 points for their alliance, and that can quickly add up, especially as teams start filling up the reef. Score is currently 50-31 in favor of your Red Alliance. Just over a minute remaining in the match. Red Alliance about a quarter of the way through that ranking point, with just under a minute now to be able to fill that up and prepare for that end game period. 35-59, receiving some of that bumper-on-bumper action and putting some pressure on their opponents. Now the Red Alliance joining in on the defense game, applying some pressure now to their opponents. Remember that bumper-on-bumper contact is allowed as long as it's kept to a minimum and done outside the protected areas, which in this year is that tape surrounding the reef. So robots are protected while trying to score in that area. Score is currently 55-54. Only 1 point separate these two teams with 30 seconds remaining, which means we might see it come down to the end game with just about balance for how teams are able to perform during that time. 35-59. The Thundercats already attached to one of their cages. Hearing that sonar sounds means that we can start seeing them get elevated off the ground. Blue Alliance sneaking in for a couple more points. Red Alliance doing one of those things that they're not allowed to since they're just protected area around that reef. Team sneaking in a couple more points. 51-88 going in for a potential climb as time starts winding down. And that's about all the time we have for qualification match 27. Stick tight to see how those scores total up here at the Finn District Washington event, sponsored by Toyota Indiana and Vincent. Blue Alliance taking it with a score of 82. That's only 4 points above. Red Alliance is 78. The difference there, penalty points it appears. Red Alliance doing things that they shouldn't have. That's going to give Blue Alliance the win for their 3 ranking points. Red Alliance, though, not walking away empty-handed, getting that 1 ranking point for their work in autonomous. Stick tight for qualification match 28.